Welcome to my channel. So several months ago I got a Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge when I extended my contract with current mobile network. It was quite a bargain. It was much cheaper than the iPhone, as I got it for free in the 25 euro per month contract. So if you compare to the iPhone, I would have to pay like a 200 upfront for the iPhone and then like a 50 euro per month. So it was quite a good deal. And I wanted to give a try with Samsung, with Android phones, as I used iPhone 5s for previous 2 years. I was very happy from the phone, but I needed some kind of phone with 4K cameras. I'm shooting a lot of videos on some channels, and it's also better to have memories stored in 4K. So the phone itself has a great design. It's some kind of like it looks like iPhone 4 connected to the iPhone 6 size, iPhone 4 glass design, and it has the edges. So in case of design, it's much better than the iPhone or the other phones in the market. You have those edges which are completely useless. I tried to use them during the 3 months of use, and it was hard. They are not too responsive, and sometimes that edges, if you activate them, of course, they just messing with you. You can accidentally click open some application or start Zoom, or I got a lot of problems when using it. The other thing in the phone worth to mention is the camera. It has a great camera with 4K video capability, so you can record 4K videos up to 5 minutes each, and all videos are of course compressed. 1 minute is 330 megabytes, so if you got 64 gigabyte phone, is enough for you. The quality of videos is great, especially in the day when it's a lot of sun. It doesn't have the problem with if it's cloudy weather or rainy. Of course, in the night it's totally disaster. Even making photos during the night, it's not too good, as the stabilization doesn't work too good. I made a lot of photos when I came with this phone to the Japan, and the first shots from my first 2 hours was totally blurred. I don't know why. When I checked into hotel, I wanted to see some photos, but it was disaster. So let me show you some photos and videos I made with this phone. I used this phone in the Tallinn, Estonia, in Brussels, Belgium, and in Japan, in many cities in Japan. Let's have a look now. Okay, as you can see, there are some good photos in the night. So I have to correct myself, I remember now. The big issue is when you're moving and making photo in the night. Okay, it's with most of the phones, but this phone is pretty creepy. You will see it when we get to the Japanese photos. First photos in Japan was totally blurred, as well as first photo in Brussels. In other cases, it makes perfect photos. Some people say it's even better than the iPhone 6 for sure, and it might be even better than in iPhone 6s. I'm not sure. I'm not using iPhone 6s for too long now. Okay, so the other thing, from the point of view of ex-Mac user, ex-Apple user, at that time I was ex-user, so the transferring photos from Samsung into the Mac, it was pretty disaster. The Mac couldn't recognize 4K videos, so you have to use different types of of downloading photos. You need special programs. It might be caused by Apple. I don't care. Anyway, if you're using Mac, it's hard to use Samsung at the same time. However, I have friends who prefer to use Samsung devices or just Android devices. Overall rating of the phone, it's a kind of great phone in a great price, especially in the 21st of February, so soon will be the newer model. So the old old Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge will be even cheaper. It's great in the price. It's much better deal than buying iPhone. Only problem is if you're using Mac and iPad and the other Apple devices, you're somehow forced to get iPhone. I'm not happy from it, and maybe if I knew that before, I wouldn't choose the Apple products. But now I have no choice, and so if you're buying this phone, consider buying Samsung Galaxy S6 instead of Edge, because those Edges, this is just crap, you know. Phone is great, and I'm hugely recommend to get this phone. One thing I remember now, it has much better resolution than the iPhone, and the screen is sharp. It's Apple fanboys saying that OLED display is not as good as iPhone, the Retina display IPS, because the IPS has better colors. But I felt like colors are better on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge than on my current iPhone 6s. There are vibrant colors, and they make a good color balancing, so they are pretty nice, and the angles of views are just great. I would even say better than in newest iPhone models 6s and the 6s Plus, which has my girlfriend. So if you want sharp and perfect display with high resolution, go to Samsung. And as you can see now on the video, the fingerprint screener button, like a finger, whatever is named, is not as good as in iPhones. It's worse than in the iPhone 5s that I used before, and this is one of the reasons I sold this phone, because that fingerprint, that touch button is crap. Overall, phone is great, and the decision if to buy it or not has to be made by you. Thank you for watching.